Hey there. I heard it loud and clear. I know you all love the dog color wheel, and heavily requested the cat one, so here it is. Not much to say for the intro, so we can just get started. Luckily, just like before, I already have the cat characters drawn out, and just need to choose which one I wanted to sculpt. It wasn't an easy process, because I changed my mind a couple times. For red, I went with Hello Kitty, Garfield for orange. Oh, and again, I have to draw the rest of their body and adjust them to work for the sculpture. Wubsy was for yellow. Please tell me you know Wow Wow Wubsy. I love that show. Plag is for green. Gumball and Tom for the blues. Luna for purple. I also love Sailor Moon. I had to add Luna. And for pink, I chose to go with Marie at first, but then changed it to Cheshire Cat, because I didn't want to have two white cats next to each other, with Hello Kitty already being there. Here's our color wheel. I can't wait to make them all.
Sculpting!
Hello Kitty is first. I clay her head and body, and add some more clay at the bottom of her body to sculpt the dress she has on. I make her pointy cat ears and pop them on the top of her head. This is for her bow. That goes on her ear. Now time for the arms and legs. Nothing complicated for those. Just one of her arms going up because she's waving. I roll and cut up small pieces of clay for her whiskers. Then stick them on. Last is the tail. She's done.
Next.
Claying up Garfield now. I blend in extra pieces of clay to make his belly and cheek pop out more. Now making his ears and smoothing them on. Then I make his small muzzle. Adding his nose now. I make his arms that I kind of fold along his back. Then make his legs that splay out at the bottom. I stick those on. Here I'm rolling out his tail, and then glue it to his butt. He's finished.
Next.
Wubsy's body is kind of pebble-shaped. I smooth him all out, and then make his ears, which I smooth on. I pop on his arms and legs. Wubsy's tail is the most important part of him. It's super long, which I roll out, and I'm shaping it to kind of look like a crank. His tail can technically wiggle around and be in any shape, but this is the most fun one to make. And done.
Next.
I clay up Plag's body, then smooth on his ears. They all got a similar shape for their ears, cause they're all cats. Pointy ears are a must, besides Wubsy. I smooth in some round pieces of clay for his legs, and then add his feet and arms. I didn't have any small wire, and I was trying really hard to figure out what to do. I decided to roll out foil into small thin sticks. I think it did the trick. It did not. I kinda hated it.
Next.
Time for Gumball. He's built in a similar way to Garfield. I clay him up and smooth on the cat ears. He's a pretty simple sculpt, luckily. His arms have little bulbs at the end that I sculpt and then glue on. Then I smooth in his legs. Gumball has a shorter tail that I glue sticking straight out. Gumball is finished.
Next.
I clay up the foil for Tom and smooth him all out. Again, we are putting on the cat ears. So Tom has tufts of fur on his face that I need to add on. He's got one tuft between his ears and two on each cheek. For his crossed arms, I roll up 2 logs of clay and tuck them over each other. I add on a small ball of clay for the paw, which I sculpt his fingers in, and then sculpt his legs that I glue on. His tail is tapered at the end into a point and kinda curved. He's done.
Next.
Luna is simple too. She's sitting down so I don't need to worry about any limbs sticking out. I clay up the whole body and then smooth on the ears. I add more clay to her cheeks because I want them to be rounder. I smooth in circular pieces of clay for her back legs and popped on little back paws. The front legs are longer. I try my best to smooth them in. On her chest, I wanted to add more tufts of fur. Her tail is super long. I roll it out and curled it up. Luna's done.
Next.
Last but not least is Cheshire Cat. He's in a very strange position. I'm posing him so he's laying down but also floating upward, like he's lying down in the air. I clay him up, pop on his ears, the usual, and smooth on many little tufts of hair. 2 on the top of his head, and 2 on both cheeks. I sculpt 2 tubby arms and glue them under his head. His back legs are the same shape and tucked into the sides of his body. This is the tail. It's very large and fluffy. I smooth on an extra piece of fur to make it more fluffy. And then it's ready to be glued on. He's finished. Here they all are, ready to be baked and get prepped for painting.
Paint time.
Hello Kitty is painted white, red, blue, and a bit of yellow. I start by painting her head, arms, and legs white first. Then I paint her dress blue. Red is carefully painted on the bow, and her shirt, which is underneath a blue dress. That shirt is also striped, so I paint those on with white. I just have it showing up on the sleeves. Her whiskers are painted black. And her nose is yellow. The eyes are also black. Done.
Next.
Garfield is painted orange, a soft yellow, and black. I paint his entire body orange. And his muzzle is painted the yellow color. With the black paint, I start drawing in his stripes and markings. He's got black around his ears and stripes around his cheeks. I dot in his freckles and continue the stripes down his back and tail. The tip of the tail is full black. The face is next and is also painted with black. He's done.
Next.
Wubsy is a bright yellow. It's his whole body. Once that's done, all I have to do is paint his face. It's fairly simplistic. Ta-da!
Next.
I mix a dark greenish black for Plag. That will go on the entire body, including the curly whiskers. I paint in highlights with a lighter green because he needs more green on him. His eyes are a light green as well. I paint in the shape and add some highlights too. Cat eye slits for the cat. So I thought I was done, but I really didn't like how the whiskers looked. The more I stared at it, the chunkier and uglier it got. So I just ripped it off. I said I didn't have a thin wire, but I totally forgot I actually had super long eye pins. They're thin enough to be perfect whiskers. Then I painted those black and glued them on. It's so much better.
Next.
Gumball is painted a light blue, cream, brown, and gray. I painted his head, arms, legs, and tail blue. Gumball has clothes, so I have to paint those on. His shirt is the cream color. I don't know what this brown part is. I guess it's his collar. The bottom of the sleeves are also brown. I painted his pants gray, and the ends of his pants a light gray. Now I can paint in his face. And his whiskers, which thank goodness they're just painted on and I didn't have to sculpt them. I almost forgot to paint in his muzzle a light blue, but I did it. Here's Gumball.
Next.
For Tom, I just mixed a grayish blue for his entire body. I mixed a lighter blue for a couple patches like his stomach and face. And used white paint for his muzzle patch, his paws, and the tip of his tail. His face was a little difficult to draw on because it's very expressive. He looks very annoyed. He's done.
Next.
Luna is painted a super dark purple, almost black. I highlight her with a lighter purple on different spots all over her body. The inside of her ears are painted orange. Then I paint on her face. Sorry it's so hard to see. The purple is just too dark. The crescent moon on her forehead is painted a light yellow. Luna is complete.
Next.
Cheshire Cat's entire body is painted a magenta. I then paint on stripes with a lighter pink. The stripes are all over the body, so I carefully make them all. He has a light pink patch around his mouth. And also the tips of his paws and tail. The inside of his ears are light pink too. I paint his big grin with white, and draw the teeth lines with black. Then I finish up the rest of his face. Done!
Next.
Same as last time, I marked down where each color of the rainbow would be with my blade, because I didn't feel like using a ruler. It's like a table away and I don't want to reach all the way over there. I then go ahead and paint in the rainbow order. Here's the finished base. Now I can plop them into their colored sections and glue them down.
Success!
I don't love the fact that Tom and Gumball are so tall, and they're standing in the front. I feel like they're blocking the others, but it's okay when I look at them from an angle. I'm so happy with Plag's whiskers. I'm glad I didn't just stick with the lumpy foil whiskers, cause they did not look nice. I tried my best, but not every character is completely accurate to the sketch. I'm still pretty happy with it though. It's time to thank my beloved channel members. Thank you Doodle Moose, Ghosty Faye, Sunny Madoka, Parker, Asen, Diamond Doodling, May, AZ, Red Roses, and Dez. I really truly appreciate your support in helping me keep the channel running. Channel members get exclusive behind the scene videos, early sneak peeks into my projects, and more. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more projects from me. Now I have 2 color wheels. I'm amazed at how many cartoon cats and dogs there are of all colors. It's so satisfying to see them all together. I hope you like the cat version too. But that's all from me for this video. I hope to see you again for my next sculpture project.
Bye bye.